Welcome, this is Nathan, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're taking a look at a scenario where Mexico forms an empire. Now, I know it's been a while since I uploaded. In fact, even that upload before then, I didn't upload for a while. I know in that video I did say I'm not really in the point of uploading, and views are affecting me. We had this time where we were flying up, and actually we seem to have crashed. I don't know. So, I'm back fully now, with a video every week, and I'm not saying what day, because I can't promise if it's even on a day. But today we're taking a look at a scenario where Mexico forms an empire. A country that I'm shocked I haven't done yet. I want to try and get the, countries that are more obvious that I haven't done yet, so such countries would probably include Algeria, China, South Korea, Indonesia, the Philippines, Australia, Peru, Canada, and Finland. Those are countries that, at this point in the Empire series, should have had empires. Nigeria is also included in there. And then after that, I have plans to pretty much... Oh god, no, Russia, oh god. After that, there's a few more countries I could possibly do empires for. But, other than that, the Empire series at that point will kind of be concluded. I don't want to do countries that aren't really known. I feel like Kazakhstan was a bit of a stretch. I don't want to give every country in the world an empire. That would take too long. I have ideas for a lot of countries to have empires. So the series isn't ending anytime soon, don't worry. But Mexico's first target is an empire. By the way, NATO's not going to exist, so, no deal. There's almost 50 of these things. Mexico will be invading Guatemala. Guatemala is going to be... It's the hardest country to invade of all their foes. For now. But, yeah. Central America doesn't have very many strong countries. So Mexican troops enter in and literally destroy the country. I mean, there's nothing here. Guatemala's not strong. I don't know what you really say. Guatemala's not strong. So in the peace treaty, they fully annex Guatemala. And then, Belize, you already know what's coming. Troops enter into Belize and annex Belize. And at this point, Mexico starts speeding things up. And this is mostly because they have a way stronger military than most of Central America. So the next target will be Honduras and El Salvador. Now, these two are not working together. I can assure you that. So Mexican troops enter into El Salvador and capitulate the country within a couple of weeks. And Honduras, well... I don't really know much about Honduras. But they capitulate, so let's take a look at this peace treaty. So, with that, Mexico is now looking bigger, but not to the point where they're going to be a threat to the USA. But Mexico's next target will be Nicaragua. And, the USA is not exactly a fan of Mexico rapidly expanding on their borders. Not really, but, they're rapidly expanding and they're getting towards some US protecting allies. Obviously not in this world. But Mexico is getting down towards two of the USA's friends. Anyway, at this point, I think it's obvious what's going to happen. I don't really want to repeat a lot. I don't really want to repeat wars, because it's just going to be entering in and capitulating the country and then annexing it. So Nicaragua is fully annexed into the Mexican Empire. And, most of the world thinks that Mexico is just trying to reform their old empire, which... At this point, they would only need Costa Rica and part of the USA, but they're not going to do that. But around this point, it's when the USA comes in and says to Mexico, do not expand into Panama or Costa Rica. And Mexico is like, what would you do? And USA just says, invasion. So instead of going after Costa Rica and possibly getting your butt slapped hell by the USA, Mexico will be going after Cuba. this wouldn't really annoy the USA, more annoy them that they lost a country they could possibly invade. Now, I don't ask me why Mexico's invading Cuba. They want to set up a new government here and puppet it, so I don't know. But the Mexican Navy isn't that superior. But they do outbeat the Cuban Navy, and Cuba is turned into literally nothing. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. Mexico annexed this island, don't know the name of it, but they annexed this island. And the rest of Cuba is turned into a new puppet of the Mexican Empire. Now, this definitely does threaten the USA in a lot of ways. They fear that Mexico is now threatening their global influence over these countries down here. But Mexico's next target will be Jamaica. Yeah, you know how that's going to end up. But at this point, Mexico is stuck. You may be thinking this at the end of the video. No, of course it isn't. Mexico will betray the United States non-aggression pact of invading Costa Rica and Panama. They invade both of these countries. Now, this does not fly well with the USA. Yep. That's not good, is it? Now, Mexico knows this is a war they're going to lose. And that's what they want. Why, you may ask? Well, see, Costa Rica and Panama have no armies. So, they fall to... the fact that the Panama Canal and that part of Panama fell. But, USA Army is getting mobilized to invade Mexico, a very unfortunate event happens. We have the United States of America breaking out into a civil war. This is what Mexico wanted. They wanted this to happen, and it's going to distract the USA completely. This civil war is going to completely destroy USA economy and all that. So the world would probably get destroyed, and some countries would probably take advantage of a weakened USA. But Mexico is going to start invading the USA. Now, it's possible that the civilians would fight, but Mexico isn't aimed at... Mexico's not really targeting at reclaiming their old lands. They're more targeting for, the very important areas. So, even though there are, there is armies in California, the Mexican army will fight the USA army, and I don't know where San Francisco is, but they will encircle that and be able to kill around 200,000 American troops. And they start getting close to Los Angeles, and I think this is where Los Angeles is. This is a war that will not be victorious for the Mexicans. They will be staying away there. But while the USA structured while invading the rebellion, Mexico starts invading the rebellion themselves. Yeah, this war is getting confusing. The Mexicans are now invading the rebellion. That's because they want land that the rebellion has. Mostly Texas, but also maybe a little bit more. So Mexico would start claiming lands from the rebellion. And the rebellion looked at Mexico like, you funded us. Why are you doing this? The Mexican dictator just shrugged his soldiers. And at this point in the war, the rebellion's going to completely cripple. Yeah, you do realize this rebellion would stand no chance against the US Army. So, it's USA versus Mexico now. The rebellion kind of collapsed when Mexico began invading. There was obviously troops from the USA going in as well. I just didn't want to show that because it's not really worth it. But at this point, there is nobody to defend Texas. The rebellion's main front was Texas. And while Mexico has taken over most of the United States. So, the Battle of Los Angeles is deemed eventually as a Mexican victory. And that is going to be a complete utter loss to the USA. They just lost the Battle of Los Angeles, which lost over 1 million troops in it. And, their army is crippled. Their economy is crippled, and the Mexicans are not. So, United States of America will surrender and agree to peace terms with Mexico, shocking the entire world, but not really shocking me because I made this up. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. And Mexico annexed most of the southern east. Not really. They annexed all of Texas, I think. They annexed half of California, and all these new lands acquired will boost the Mexican economy to skyrocket limits, making them probably one of the new powers in the world. Oh yeah, they also annexed Costa Rica and Panama. Now, you may think, is this the end of Mexican Empire's video? No, they have one more task in mind to finish their empire. And that is, dominate the Caribbean. There's only 2 countries left here that are really considered strong. Haiti doesn't even have a government, so I don't think there'll be any fighting from them. Dominican Republic hardly even has a good army. And Mexico will invade both of these 2, forcing them to merging them into one puppet. So, the Cuban puppet, the Espanol, wait, what's this island called? I don't remember what the island's called. And then, we have, Puerto Rico getting forced over by the USA and being puppeted. So, that will complete the Mexican Empire video. They could have expanded into Colombia, but no. But that will complete the Mexican Empire video. Again, a country that I should have done ages ago is finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.